So I opened a window here and pretty dramatic. It is a fire that was happening on the side of the highway when I was coming back on a trip. I think it was a supervised burn of some wild brush on the side of the road. I thought it was pretty interesting, so I took a picture of it. In this lesson, we are going to look at the panels, and these are the panels over here on your right. In CS3, they called them palettes, but they changed the name in CS4 to panels, and I actually think that they are more like panels and not palettes. I do have to say that they are greatly improved in CS4 by their functionality and also by their layout. I'm going to give you a little overview of their functionality and how you can use them, and then we will go over some of these panels in greater detail in the following lessons. So if you look at this little Essentials arrow right here, that is the Essentials workspace that I have open. These are all kind of predetermined workspaces, which we will get into in lesson 11. So here is a panel, and if you look at these two double arrows here, these will allow you to contract and expand. So these are contracted. It gives you a little icon of what it is and a little title. I'm going to go ahead and click that and expand it. This is the color panel, and if you see this little arrow and these little lines, if you click on those, they actually give you a submenu. With more options. Color panel is the different colors in an image. Swatches gives you little color swatches. I never really used the styles panel, but that is a bunch of Photoshop predetermined layer styles. You can also create your own layer styles and save them as swatches underneath this panel. We also have adjustments, which is a new panel in Adobe Photoshop CS4. Very exciting, and we'll go into that in greater detail. We have masks. We also have, if you notice that these three little panels down here are collapsed, you can actually just click on those and that will expand them. You can shift through, and again, they also have submenus that allow for a variety of options. If you want to create your own layout, say I want to have my color palette on its own little expanding dock, you can actually do that. That's going to expand that. If I wanted to add to this little dock over here, I can actually pick up another one of these little icon panels and notice that blue line and drop it right on there. If I wanted to collapse, you can just double click on those little tabs. You can rearrange them in a variety of ways. In CS3, you weren't able to make little groups like this, so this is a new functionality in CS4. If I want to collapse this and make another little dock, like these panels over here, I can just grab this little dock and see that blue line? I can drop it there, and that's going to allow me to arrange it. If I want the color panel to be over here, I can just rearrange. I can also collapse it with those double arrows. If you notice that you don't have a particular panel open, you can go up to Window, and that will allow you to add different panels, clone source, brushes, and if you notice when we clicked over here on the toolbar and we hit the brush tool, it gave us options up here. A lot of those same options are also over here in the panels. This is going to happen a lot in Adobe Photoshop CS4. There are multiple ways to view a particular tool. There are multiple ways to access a filter or an edit, and you can, it really depends on how you want to organize your workspace or how you want to go about doing that. The options are limitless. And notice we have more little options here. We have the small thumbnail. What if I want to change it to the large thumbnail? We can scroll through here. There are a lot of behaviors with each one of these panels, and I would encourage you to go and explore them. We will get into creating a custom workspace. Say you organize all these panels in a workspace that works for you. Say you normally use the clone source and the masks and the channels. Then we can save that workspace. If you get confused and you don't know where you are, You can go up to this little drop-down menu and hit the Essentials, and that will default back to the Essentials workspace. Let's move on to the next lesson, and I will give you an overview of the menus.